All right, we got another video, y'all. We got KSI awful response to the drama. So I'm guessing this is about the Lunchleys. 1 weekend, 1 day later. Let's see what we got.
So last week I told you guys about a product launched by Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, and KSI called Lunchly, a Lunchables ripoff that features several clones.
Why do you gotta be a ripoff? Come on, bro. You starting the video off already bro, hating. Ripoff? Or is it just a competitor
Of their long existing flagship products? Only Lunchly has Prime and a Feastables bar in it for children to lose their minds over. Because who doesn't want their kid drinking sugar water and eating chocolate for lunch every single day?
It's the same thing in the freaking Lunchables. They got Capri Suns in the damn Lunchables.
Obviously, this announcement was met with a lot of criticism, as for one, people generally do not like Logan Paul, and Mr. Beast has obviously had his own issues recently as well. Beyond that, Lunchly was essentially being marketed as a healthier alternative to the Lunchable brand, boasting about less calories, less sugar, and more electrolytes. Now, I think that's what really rubbed people the wrong way, because at the end of the day, whether it's Lunchly or Lunchables, it's really all processed shit that, in my opinion, kids should not be digesting. And a YouTube OG named Dan TDM came through to spit some facts, basically saying that this was not a good look for three guys who mainly have children watching their content and buying their already existing products. This tweet went super viral, and all three of the main players responded in their own ways. And KSI's response to this...
I think we all can agree it's not, like, any processed food is not good for you. It's not good for kids. We can all agree. But we all also have to agree that there is a lot of lazy parents that don't want to cook for their children. So with that being said, wouldn't you want a better alternative to what you're already giving your children? Clearly, Lunchables is a thing. Clearly, we've all ate Lunchables. We all we've all had Lunchables in our lifetime. And if you're a parent, I guarantee you gave your kid a Lunchable. So wouldn't you want a better alternative to what you're already currently giving them if you're going to be a lazy parent?
This was the most embarrassing, as he made himself look like a massive hypocrite who sees all criticism as hate. And that seems to be a viewpoint that both he and his business partner Logan seem to share. And now he took to his personal YouTube channel to drop a horrible response to the Lunchly drama titled,
"Oh Lord,
Everybody Hates Us Right Now."
Responsibles are never going to be good.
Mr. Beast and Logan Paul have launched Lunchly. If you've had Lunchables, this is mainly for my American audience. If you had Lunchables, yeah, I guess they were good at the time. Well, we've made something better.
Now, a common theme that you will see throughout this video is KSI's horribly forced to laugh. This dude must think he's the funniest on earth, as he laughs hysterically at every word
But that's
out of his own mouth.
He does that on a regular though. We've all watched KSI videos and we all laugh at his laugh because he does laugh and his laugh does feel like a forced. It sounds like a forced laugh for sure, but that's just his laugh. I feel like it is. I'm on. Listen, that's his laugh.
It's like he knows a bunch of kids are watching and he wants to give them some sort of built-in laugh track or some shit. It reminds me of French Lord David Dobrik and how he was always doing that forced laughter bit as well.
Hello.
Like, to me, it doesn't make the video more engaging, it actually makes it look like you have a mental deficiency. This guy is just sitting in his room alone, acting like he's watching Eddie Murphy Raw for—
Come on, bruh.
Like, I don't know if this is—
Man, bro. I like your videos, but bro, you are coming off like a mad, like, hater right now, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, go watch any of the videos. I don't know if you're familiar with his videos. He laughs like that. And it's a lot of people in this world that have unique laughs. And some people like laughing at themselves. I know it's kind of corny, but hey, if he likes laughing at himself, let him laugh at himself. If he thinks it's funny, let him laugh. I'm like, I don't know. If anything, he's probably nervous. People laugh from being nervous.
What the f is going going on, but Jesus, it makes it hard to watch. And here is where KSI directly tries to clap back at Dan TDM, and he just kinda makes the same pathetic points that he made on Twitter.
This is what I said. Looks like crap to me, while showing his toys that he sold to kids. How does this benefit your fans, Dan? Now, obviously, people didn't realize that I was shining a mirror in his face. Instead, they were like,
wait, you did the same as Dan. You made toys with Tube Heroes.
And yes, that's fair, but I'm not the one complaining.
I mean, while you might think the product is stupid, it does benefit his fans. As did your toy line you did with this very same company, because they get to hopefully
U-Tunes.
and play with this product as intended and advertised.
I need an action figure, chat.
Pulled over a gullible
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
under the guise of being healthy.
I'll take one gladly.
The difference is just a whole nother level of coping.
He was talking about food, not merchandise and toys.
And I'm like, okay, sure. Let's keep moving the goalposts. But okay, did I reply to this? He was sponsored, then promoted, and made a whole video on Munch Pack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience. If you just type in
Someone's looking like a hypocrite.
videos of him eating sweets, promoting sweets to his audience. His fans imploded. Self-combustion occurred on Twitter.
Near jerking himself off, laughing at his every word.
Just saying.
Dan did this shit 9 years ago, and there was just
Why does it matter? If you're gonna come after somebody now, you have to take in consideration that you've done it before. Why are you giving him a freaking pass to it? Like he if anything, Lunchly is probably better than the goddamn the candy box that he was promoting. Probably way better.
difference between Lunchly and trying out a bunch of random candy from other countries for a YouTube series. And instead of actually addressing some of the more legitimate criticism on Twitter, KSI just turns to addressing some blatantly racist troll and tries to present it like that's every single person calling him out for this nonsense.
And they just didn't know how to react. Some just decided just to be racist. When a like KSI does nothing in life and still gets paid for it in something other than welfare or food stamps, it's noteworthy. It's like how monkeys in the jungle have started to understand the concept of tools. Brother is just being racist. His audience just didn't know what to do. They couldn't fathom.
No comment, chat. No comment. Yeah, I don't want to hear my comment.
So exactly what he claimed that we were. Safe to say he's a hypocrite.
He also tries to act like because no one speaks out against all these other food products for kids, that they shouldn't call out Lunchly. Like, dude, you were the head of various companies that peddle shit onto your kid fans who likely have a parasocial relationship with you, Logan, and Mr. Beast. I think that's another reason that people are taking more of an issue with Lunchly is because there's a deeper connection level from the consumer base of the product.
Where was the same energy when Ryan Trahan released sweets? Where was the same energy when FaZe Rogue released sweets?
Because all of those things were advertised as candy, which people off the rip know is bad for you. It's the same reason that Mr. Beast faced
What the heck?
criticism over his chocolate when it came out.
Bro, I don't give a damn. I'm not trying to take sides to this, but like, bro, there's no difference. There's no difference. They are not saying that this is healthy. No, they're saying it's healthier than what you were eating. It's healthier, a better option than Lunchables. No, they're not saying this is healthy. The healthiest snack you can freaking eat and give your child. They're not saying that. They're saying literally it's better than Lunchables. That's all. It's the same exact thing, but you're like literally like trying to like divide or give them a pass on their candy, compared to your Lunchly. Like, I don't see no difference. It's both of you pushing a product that is not good for you. Shit. Let's just call it how it is. It's not good for you. It's not healthy. But if I had to, at least they attempted to make a healthier option. They didn't make healthier candy. Yeah. What about that? Did they make healthier? Did they use the zero sugar Splenda or some shit in their candy? No.
The hand is advertised as a healthy lunch alternative, like it's not very hard to understand.
Because people just hate us. People just hate us. People hate Logan Paul, okay? They hate Mr. Beast. But as soon as I have a company with Jimmy and Logan Paul, sell out! You're f***ing sell out!
Wow, I wonder why they dislike these guys. Can anyone help me out here? I mean, most people learn pretty early on that you are the company that you keep. And if you keep getting yourself into business with bad people, eventually you're either going to become a bad person yourself or get caught up in some bad shit that someone else is doing.
I'm literally just making a company where I make a product that is better than the competition.
No, you blatantly ripped it off.
That's all I see.
That's also why this product has no merit, because it's so shamefully lazy. Mr. Beast and these clowns are acting like they're doing something good in the making of this, when in reality it's really just adding to a heaping pile of shit. Now, as far as his response to that drama goes, that's pretty much it. Just him crying about Dan, his apparent fake fans who didn't dick ride this product, and faking laughter. But KSI did take time to respond to this clip that has been going viral, where he was apparently thinking about shilling NFTs to his audience.
NFTs.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
this was KSI in his KSI crypto era.
I mean, I'm still into crypto, okay? NFTs obviously not so much because we've really
NFT, yeah.
hindsight is 2020, and that NFTs were just not as good as they were
Crypto straight.
claimed to be. So NFT, non-fungible tokens, I got all of that, you know. Even with NFTs, I love the art, man. It's just amazing. Like, it's cool to have physical art, but to also have it on the blockchain, huge. Post that you've got in
I believe blockchain is still going to be a thing. It's just not where they thought it was going to be. They were just too ahead of the time. NFTs trash. But crypto and stuff like that, that's definitely a go for sure. Just be careful on what type of crypto you get. I'm only going to go, if I have to invest in crypto, it's only going to be with the heavy hitter. And that, hey, that's Bitcoin and goddamn the it starts with an N. What's the one called? What's the other one called? Ethereum. Boom. Those are the only two that I really know the safer place for. Now, am I invested in crypto? No, because the shit costs too much. But if I did have the money on the side just to put it in some Bitcoin and shit like that, then I definitely would. But I'm heavily in the stock market, so I understand it's a big topic for sure. But no, NFTs trash. Blockchain, I believe, will be a thing eventually one day.
Let me just take a screenshot. It's mine now, but that's just not the case. I'm making millions from NFTs because I know what I'm doing. But like I said, hindsight makes such a difference. If Ethereum have zero right now.
Oh, Ethereum, that's what's called.
You know, you guys promote
Not Ethereum, Ethereum.
But obviously back then, no one knew. It's just this whole typical mindset with crypto. If things go down, it's a scam. If things go up, it's fine. But what about stocks? There's several stocks that go down. Does that mean they're scams?
Comparing Ethereum and the regulated stock market to NFT projects that in some cases were developed and sold in less than 48 hours is hilarious. I mean, don't get me wrong, the people who jumped on the NFT train were idiots, but man, it's pretty telling how badly KSI seemed to want to jump on board.
NFT projects, especially back then, were like, launch the NFT project, make $20 million that day. What happens afterwards, everyone should make money, but if they don't, who cares? You made 20 mil. And we had this big, like, deck. And like JJ thought it was the best idea, and then the other guys were like unsure, and I was like, I will not let this happen. So I had to like do a detailed breakdown of every reason why I thought it was a bad idea. I do not ever want to make millions of dollars at the direct expense of fans getting nothing for it.
Now that was pretty much the gist of KSI's response to this lunch.
I respect that.
But we did actually have Logan Paul take to YouTube to make his own video about the situation, meaning the one Dan TDM tweet has now resulted in 3 Twitter responses and 2 full-length YouTube videos, but I swear these guys are not mad about the situation. They're not insecure about their product. And they can totally handle constructive criticism in an appropriate manner.
Context. Imagine being a motherfucker who's angry that we made this. Crackers, bro? You mad cause we made crackers? This is what you're mad about? Bruh. It's a turkey, real cheese, and cracker stack. And by the way, it's great. I mean, yes, we made nachos as well with queso, but I think if you're getting mad about nachos, that's a you problem. Oh, and the pizza. It's literally called the pizza. But same thing, like, you're mad about pizza? Like 500,000 favorites because we made pizza, crackers, and nachos?
Now this seems to be a running theme throughout the course of this response from Logan, where he tries to paint anyone who's critical about his product as a blindly angry hater who doesn't know what they're talking about and will never accomplish anything in life.
That's it?
I want to know, like, what his alternative would have been. Like, I just want to know, like, what would you have wanted them to put in this box? Please. In any of these videos, you could have gave any suggestion. You have not gave not one suggestion what they should have put in the box. If you're being a competitor to Lunchable, not one suggestion. I would love to hear what you want them to put in this damn box. Or what would you have put in the box? What, some celery, some ranch, celery ranch water, carrots? You think kids gonna eat that shit? No!
It really is just a feeling of one's own inadequacy. You're dissatisfied with your life, you're unhappy, you're angry because your wife left you, or you suck. These are people who sit online all day, they don't go outside, they don't smell the grass. Sit at the computer all day, they'll come up with something that fits their narrative or might make your tweet look bad so other people can ratio you, and oh my god, these people will go through life and that'll be their greatest accomplishment, and if I can help with that, I'm so happy to.
Now I don't think that people are actually that like up in arms about this situation. I really think it's just like this crowd of people calling out 3 scumbags for continuing their scumbag behavior. But as long as he paints it as this like blind hate situation of people just being mad because he's successful, well, maybe some of his fans will start to share that opinion.
1 second, chat. All right, I'm back. I'm back.
Well, and kind of disregard this legitimate criticism.
This confuses me. I remember a time when like success and dreams used to be celebrated, and now it's like, and this was my response to Dan TDM, we've spent our whole lives creating content and now we want to build businesses. Seems like a natural arc for any young ambitious adult, and without even trying the meal, just seeing a headline, it is
facts.
Resistance.
That's all I'm saying about it.
Because you guys are so blatantly ripping off Lunchables. There's been many times in the past where I've given Logan Paul and KSI a ton of credit for helping develop Prime.
But what's the difference? What's the difference from like a Monster or a Rain or a Ghost? Any type of energy drink is literally the same thing. Just maybe some different flavors, a different product, wrapper. Everything's the same. Let's be completely honest. If you're making a competitive item, it's usually the same stuff. It's not most of the time nothing different. If I made a football that had the champion circle on it, it's still a football. It just doesn't have Nike footballs versus whatever the NFL footballs or the Adidas football. It's all a football. I'm like, what would they have put in that joint? I understand they might add other things to it later on down the line, but in the beginning, when you're trying to make headlines and you're trying to get it out to the public, you want people to know about it. I think it's a great strategy to make the competitors' same items better. It's not like they got a patent on pizza, a patent on nachos. They ain't got a patent on the the turkey and crackers and cheese. So why not make the same product, different wrapper, just better? I'm like, hey, it got y'all making videos about it. I guarantee you once it actually comes out, you done help this man with freaking free advertisement. For real, I'm like, it's people that know about this stuff, and they not even kids. It's people ranting about this stuff on Twitter. You know how they're gonna go crazy when this thing drops. And they ain't put that much behind no advertisement. Did you see the advertising when they first announced the product? The video was mad blurry. It looked like it was shot with a freaking Android. You feel me? Like they ain't really putting no advertising behind it because y'all doing it for them by hating.
Behind Prime when it comes to KSI and Logan, many times I have said is genius. Like that was the perfect market for them to jump into given how big their reach is and how many kid fans that they have. But to me, Lunchly just looks fucking lazy. I mean, these guys are using Lunchable's product, basically dogging on it, to try and now peddle this shit, which I find is a very lazy way to market something like, oh, we're better than this other guy. Now, the rest of this video is kind of just Logan crying about the community notes on Twitter, and pretty much claiming that anyone who has something negative to say about his product is lying.
But yeah, community notes lies. I had a sports MD doctor on one of my tweets. Lie.
Why lie?
But I'm like, bro, it's not sodium. It's the 400 milligrams of electrolytes that we mentioned in the drink. And I had to correct him. I was like, bro, you're a sports medicine doctor. How you can't read?
Yeah, but more electrolytes doesn't just inherently mean that something is more healthy. I mean, these kids are sitting in a desk all day, hopefully learning or scrolling through TikTok, whatever the kids do at school these days. It's not like they're losing all this sweat. It's not like they're out there exercising like crazy. So why?
False. They got gym. They got recess. And they got to walk the hallways to get each other's class.
They need to sit down in the lunchroom.
Do you not know that you literally burn calories just talking? I could talk here all day and still burn calories if you knew that.
Have all these electrolytes going through their body.
I can't believe it. It's like there are so many forces working against us to make sure we don't win, which is why we're going to work that much harder to make sure we do win.
It's kind of like when the team that spends all the money and buys all the superstars in the respected sport that you like now tries to start painting themselves as the underdog, like we're not buying it. Even my guy Dr. Mike had to cook the Lunchly brand one time.
Lunchly is healthier. I guess one can say yes, but honestly,
one can
more so as a marketing tactic. The reason why? Well,
and that, you know, and I can agree. A lot of food items are definitely marketing tactics, and most of the time they put it on the labels. Whatever makes your eyes pop, then you believe that's on that item. Yes, you have to do more research on the food label.
look at the recently passed nutrition standards set forth by the USDA for school lunches and see how Lunchly compares.
So these are the regulations for the shitty lunch that they're selling at all these different public schools. You know, that nasty cardboard pizza, that disgusting chicken sandwich, that questionable burger.
Ew.
Apparently all has
Ew, that looked foul.
Less than 10% of calories should come from saturated fat. Lunchly turkey, 23% of calories come from saturated fat. Less than 10% of calories should come from added sugars. Lunchly turkey, 10.4 comes from added sugars.
Failure.
This is where things get really interesting, and for some reason, no one has pointed this out. You see, USDA caloric guidelines say that a lunch meal for kids K through 8 should contain around 625 calories. Kids need energy to function, and calories give them that energy. Lunchly turkey contains only 230 calories, which would mean a kid would need to eat about 2.7 portions to consume enough calories.
Meaning they would be eating a whole lot of processed fat. Listen, I know.
I don't like the comparisons because at the end of the day, it's still processed food. And if you're not willing to allow your kid to eat the school lunch or you cook for your child, it's going to be bad regardless. If you're going to be a lazy parent and not cook your child some freaking food and you're going to give them something processed, you're going to have to end up with something like this, if not worse. 330 calories, definitely low, but it's a lot better than them eating 800 calories of something that's even worse. I'm all for them trying to make a better product than what they are currently already eating. If someone is currently eating Lunchables, this is a better option. If you're not eating Lunchables and you're getting a meal made for you, a sandwich made for you, you shouldn't go to Lunchly. Yes, do not do that. That would be worse for you. But if you already getting processed food, giving your kid processed food, you might as well go with a better option.
A lot of people like to act like calories are like the end-all be-all, but especially when it comes to kids, it's really not. But don't worry, guys, it has all those electrolytes, so you can rest assured this is a very healthy product.
Lunchly turkey contains only 230 calories, which would mean a kid would need to eat about 2.7 portions to consume enough calories.
And if they did that, they'd get nearly 1,300 milligrams of sodium,
which is also significantly over the USDA standards. So they'd be either under-eating calories or overeating sodium. Finally, the grain guidelines state that 80% of lunch meals must be whole grain, and Lunchly turkey does not list any whole grain ingredient.
Yeah, so basically it's bad for you. Like I told you guys in the last video.
Okay, but Lunchables is bad too. We're not saying that it's not bad. We're saying it's a better option.
And promote them like, oh, it's healthy because it has protein. It's healthy because it's low calorie. It's healthy because it's low fat. When in reality, you're still digesting a bunch of nonsense that's likely going to give you a terminal illness later in your life. It's just crazy. Like, the fact that they allow that to happen and the fact that so many foods here in America are banned in all these other countries should just tell you everything you need to know about how much they truly care about the consumers and the people who live here.
I agree with that.
At the end of the day, I don't think that people are necessarily that upset, but they're really just calling out 3 snake oil salesmen for peddling more bullshit onto the general public. Like, to me, it's just as simple as that.
Good video, but I don't agree. I'm gonna just say that right now. Good video, I don't agree. Because at the end of the day, I agree with the last thing you said. It's all bad. They all peddling bad junk food on the children. It's all a marketing scheme. They definitely try to get something like the the marketing behind it is definitely pushed towards kids. Kids shouldn't be consuming a lot of these things. But at the end of the day, do we blame the people that are selling it or do we blame the parents?